Alright lads, so today we are going to be jumping back into Guild Quest. This time around we have access to the Melee Nightmare Squad 0 Guild Quest, where it's worth mentioning, obviously right now the current problem with Guild Quest is all the HP buffing, and this Guild Quest in particular, for those that are wondering, has around a 33% HP increase. So of course with that in of itself is a problem. For most people though, it should still be fine. It's not that big of an increase compared to what we have seen. In fact, with that, expect a rant video tomorrow, by the way, regarding the upcoming Melee Aaroniero Guild Quest. It's back once more, and it's even worse. But for today's video, we are once more trying out Rukia, because she's held up relatively well. You also can, of course, use the Blood War Mayuri, a character that I personally do not own, because I just didn't summon on his banner. He's available right now, don't recommend summoning for him. At this point, I only really recommend summoning for new characters, because, you know, with all the HP buffing, you have no idea what character is going to remain relevant. In a way, though, I guess you can say Rukia, I think, is a character that will remain relevant for quite some time, just due to the way that she's actually been, you know, made, right? We kind of spoke about it last time, but in a way, in a weird circumstance of events, one of the problems we had with this character, the SA2, at least I had a problem with that strong attack too, might be one of the better parts about her in the future, as she will eventually become a side unit where, you know, she's doing a lot of damage, she's freezing, she's healing herself back up to full stamina, and she's also providing your team with some pretty good support. So with that in mind, we're going to be going with the Rukia team. Right now, it works out quite well. In fact, I believe I could actually change my soul traits and make sure, I keep forgetting to this, make sure to use this character. This actually will help out quite a bit because I actually need that extra bit of recharge. So we're getting that extra bit berserking up because Ichigo does provide that through the EX skill, and then that extra 14% or 2% recharge that I'm now getting from losing Hikone, for example, will allow me to use my strong attack straight away. When it comes to the build, we're just going with these 3 accessories, and again we're going with these 3 soul traits, right? My character is 2-5. When it comes to Shunsui, he right now is a normal attack damage character. At least the way I set up last time, this we are working with basically full attack, full normal attack, full stamina, etc. The idea with this character using the movement speed is for him to get to the boss as quick as possible, because Rukia can't one-shot each boss. We need Shunsui to do damage, so that's the idea of using the Ryo Katsujo, but you don't need to do that. It just maybe sometimes lessens the RNG of him deciding to not, you know, attack the boss. Now my Shunsui, I guess I could work on his Transcendence, but he is basically max Transcended, level 10 attack, level 10 focus, and also the additional attack, and then like always, Shuhei is here for the team support. As a mind character, we are getting 20% more strong attack damage. We're also then getting the extra 20% strong attack damage from Mugetsu and the extra 40% damage. Right now, again, I don't know if Caleb ever intended this character to be like this good. I don't know if like ever considered the really good value this character does bring. But there's a lot of characters out there that provide similar buffs, and they're just really good, always relevant characters whenever there's a good mind story be relevant. And, you know, as of late, we got a lot of those, especially during the anniversary. So yeah, let's jump into it. So I'm pretty sure this HP buff didn't hurt the team that much. Again, the strategy is pretty much the same. We're going to use our strong attack 3. We actually one-shot. Then we'll use our 1 into the 2. That takes down Owetsu. Going into Senjimura, we strong attack 1, hopefully apply the freeze and take out all the mobs. And then the idea here is that Shunsui does finish up. Going into Kiryu, the 4th boss, we'll use our Soul Bomb into 1. Again, once more, basically rely on Shunsui here. And then final boss, we'll just SA3. And then finish up with the SA1. So first attempt, 45 seconds remaining. Pretty good, right? Pretty good. It's a very consistent team on Rukia's behalf. It just really comes down to, again, a character like Shunsui, right? Now, I'm not sure how this team would look like if you threw Mayuri in. Again, I've not really tried Mayuri much myself, but Mayuri does have a really good strong attack kit. This is all over the place. Hold on, let's actually kind of lock in here. Rukia right now, I'm liking the drain and freeze combo that she does have, I will be honest. It's nice, especially where I'm not really accustomed to the new boss spawns. It's nice knowing that I can, you know, still inflict the status and then get back up to full stamina over time and not be super punished for taking damage. But right now, we are taking too many hits, so we need to get back to full stamina. There we go. And that should allow us to hopefully clear the final boss here, who again does have a small HP increase overall. Again, around 33%. Pretty good team. Unfortunately, taken like to the last second, but again, I did take damage. If we didn't take any damage, we would have done majority there, but we were still able to beat it, regardless of us taking damage or not. So yeah, Rukia's holding up well. And actually, I still would have preferred, again, she was like the most, at least for me, one of the more controversial character releases last year. I still would have preferred if she actually was a lot better, a lot more cooler too, because again, she's lacking an EX skill. She has Frenzy Free only in Guild Quest. I think she deserved like really good treatment. at least now we have access to an anniversary Rukia. So it's like, if I want a really good Rukia, I have access to that character. But it still doesn't scratch the itch of having like a good canon Rukia, you know? And maybe there's hope. There is hope we could potentially get that in Core 4. I mean, Renji got a big showing in Season 3. I would like to think Rukia would have something going for in Season 4, you know? One last hurrah for the character before the series itself does wrap up. Going into Century SF1, I need to move myself forwards. That was actually really good on Shunsui's behalf, but again, there's some enemies that are not being taken down there. So it's Sobom. Unfortunately, again, my strong attack 1 wasn't ready. Yeah, I'm standing too far back that we're only getting a tiny hit in on those last enemies in the top. So around similar clear time. I want to try and at least go for 50 seconds. So let's just restart that quest. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm really hoping we do get at least one more showing of Rukia in Season 4. As of right now, there's only a few more fights that can happen. But I think what we're really going to see him, maybe for Rukia, right? Potentially something to do against Gerard. With Gerard as a character, you know, without going into spoilers in case anyone hasn't read the manga, but, I mean, we know it. Let me just restart real quick. So, as I was saying, in regards to Gerard, it's not even a spoiler. We already know his strict ability. We already know that a lot of people are going to fight him, and that's probably going to be, like, a good showing for a lot of characters. We know characters like the Visored are potentially going to have something to do with him. That's a really good... Oh, unfortunately, one enemy left alive. We know potentially Rangiku is going to do something in the final act, because at least when she was looking at Gerard, it looks like she wasn't phased by Gerard's massive form. So I would love to see Rukia do something against Gerard to hopefully warrant a new character, a canon Core 4 character, you know? Although at the same time, unfortunately, with the way Rukia's Bankai does work, it shouldn't make sense if she can suddenly start moving in it because she just did it against Esnot for the first time. So maybe they can't, but I don't know. I don't know. With Renji, it was a lot easier for them to make up new attacks that he'd never done before. I am absolutely terrible on the extra stage right now. But yeah, as I was saying, with Renji, it was a lot easier and a lot more believable for him to have new different attacks that he didn't need to use against Mars because he beat Mars super quick. With Rukia, you can't really do much with a Bankai unless she's actively moving in it, which we know she can't do right now. And again, it wouldn't make sense to do so. So, either way, if they can make the Bankai effect again look different, that'll also be kind of cool. So, apparently, I need to stop taking damage because we are just not doing good against this extra waves here. So let's restart, and this time let's try and go for a much faster play time. Alright, on to our next attempt. Let's see how this goes. So again, we're going to hopefully one-shot with the SA3. Really love using that strong attack 1, I will be honest. SA1 there. And unfortunately, somehow, Shunsui inflicted a stat azimuth, so we couldn't. And we didn't even get a stat azimuth there. That's kind of a shame, because we're actually doing pretty good here. We actually might be able to salvage this. Let's find out. Yeah, Shunsui locking in on the enemy, but again, we're looking like around 47. Man, I don't think we wanted to inflict freeze once that entire round. That's crazy. All right, let's do this a final attempt. So we'll start with the SA3 once more. There we go, nice. SA1, then 2. That kind of gets Shunsui into the middle. SA1. Shunsui kind of locked in. Unfortunately, a little bit of a delay there because he had to flash step back. A bit fast there, but we're going to kind of end it there. Let this final run. I'll go for 50 in my own time, because I'm pretty sure 50 is possible. But yeah, honestly, Rukia's not too bad. Rukia's not too bad, even right now with the HP buff. But then again, it kind of feels like right now, it's not that Rukia's aged well. It's that they're allowing Rukia to age well, is what it feels. And I'm not taking more damage, okay. It feels like they're allowing Rukia to age well, because there isn't a better character, you know. Because Mairi did come out, and he's not that better when compared to a character like Rukia, you know? Alright, so we're back at the full stamina, unfortunately. I need to stop taking damage. I need to have a strong attack ready each time. So we'll use our SA2 just to boost. And then, oh, she spawned there? Is she frozen? Yes, she is. Nice. But we should be able to at least beat this. Lost my SP boost. It's fine, though. And I guess we have to finish up. Somehow, didn't get inflicted with stat azimuth. SA1. There we go. And then we'll just finish up with the beautiful looking SA3. There we go. So yeah, Rook is still pretty good. Right now, just to let everyone know, in case you aren't on Reddit, Discord, etc., the HP for this guild quest is buffed around 33%. Like I said, rant video tomorrow, because next GQ is ridiculous. If you thought last week was bad, when it came to using Nini, it's worse somehow. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But either way, hope you liked the video. Let me know what team and characters you used, what squad you get, I'm curious to know, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, and peace.